Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, humans and pets, welcome back to the Mobile Mayhem North America Wild Rift Tournament Season 1. Yet again, potentially the last match of the entire group stage, featuring Team Tribe versus Team YAWN, with Tribe 1-2-0 ahead at their match point in the all-round banquet format. I'm your caster, AssassinDave. With me, the one and only Sexy. How are you doing, Mr. Moose?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic, Dave. It has been a fun day of Wild Rift action so far, and we've got ourselves even more games coming towards us here today with another potential win for Tribe. If they're able to win this one, they're going to be able to confirm the second place spot in the playoffs tomorrow or next week. It's going to be a fun game for sure. Tribe with the win last game with a really solid composition, being able to perform extremely well throughout the bracket. We're going to have to see what YAWN is going to be able to do. YAWN's bracket, YAWN's lineup in the last game, definitely maybe a little bit questionable, a little bit off meta, a little weird coming in from a composition standpoint. But what are they going to be able to bring to the table round two? They've still got a lot of options open and available to them to go into round two. The Garen is going to get banned. I think that's a wise choice coming in from Tribe.
They didn't ban.
Even still, there's Camille that's available. There's Fiora that's available. We'll just have to see what YAWN decides to go for.
Yeah, we need to confirm that what YAWN banned. They were first ban, first pick, but I don't think people were paying attention sometimes in the all-round ban pick. I mean, especially our ban pick portal is independent from the game, so sometimes they might get the game a little bit confused. You know, like they just might not pay that much attention. So I want to confirm quickly on exactly what they banned right now. But you're absolutely right. Last game they were using competition that's more, like I said, last game of the day. Let's have a little last match of the day. Let's have a little bit fun. So that's what they did. So they didn't use any heroes, any champions. This game they got everything available. Are we gonna see a full dive? You already see Wukong being that first pick.
And I think that for YAWN, I think that Ziggs was the ban choice. I could be mistaken though. I think that might be the other choice there coming in for YAWN. We'll see if they do decide to go for a little bit more of a team fight heavy comp. They got that Wukong already lined in for the jungle Zenith rank, looking to be able to use that effectively. But that does leave a couple of options available, like that Camille to be able to go in for that top lane. And it looks like we might even be able to see a Tigers game plan as that Gragas in the jungle. Ooh, this is going to be fun to see. Are we going to be able to see what Tigers is going to be able to do in that jungle lane with the Gragas? Camille, an extremely strong top laner, very stable against most matchups. We'll see how that plays out for Tribe as we move throughout the draft. Rakan getting hovered by YAWN, looking to potentially be able to get a nice play there. We'll see if that is going to be the decision, and it is going to be the Xayah Rakan combo. Coming in the bottom lane.
Joey and Stovey.
Yeah, Joey and Stovey with the Xayah Rakan. We'll see what the Vastaya duo is going to be able to do here in this game. And we'll see if they're able to perform effectively with it. The charm, we've seen how effective the charm can be to be able to get multiple members clumped up together. That means the Wukong could potentially be able to go in for that Cyclone, to be able to then get that knock-up damage to secure themselves a lot of sustained damage so that the Xayah is able to easily get that piercing arrow or those piercing feathers to be able to go through, get that damage in. Oh, looks like we're seeing maybe a couple of different ADCs played by Tribe or shown by Tribe. See what they decide to go for. We got the Janna hovered, we got the Varus hovered. Yeah. A couple of seconds remaining in the draft. Let's see what they decide to go for.
I mean, if you're looking for practice, like I mentioned in the last game, this is the time, right? So getting the Varus, getting Janna definitely make a lot of sense. You have, again, we mentioned this yesterday, when you have Varus, it's more of a flex pick. You can go offensive and go defensive. You saw the last game also, when the entire tribe was diving on the YAWN, so Varus using that ultimate to stop the momentum, stop the charge. And also when Cannon was going in, it was Varus following up the crowd control and doing quite a bit. And obviously, Varus being last game from Joey was doing the most amount of damage for the entire team YAWN. This champion is getting more and more popular, more and more mainstream as we go, because how much lane presence he has, how much poke damage he can dish out. 2 auto attack, and then with an arrow, with a skill 2, that's tremendous amount of burst damage. Not to mention if you get 3 passive proc stack onto your opponent. So I like the champion a lot. I'm glad Varus is coming back, coming more and more to the mainstream meta. So this is going to be a really fun match. Oh, we have Renekton being picked out by YAWN.
Yep, amazing to be able to play as that Renekton in the top lane. It looks like we are going to be seeing a mid lane Seraphine coming in from 9, which can be extremely potent with the charm coming in from the Rakan, with the stun coming in from Amazing. But it's a big wombo combo that is potentially available for this team fight for YAWN. And look at the mid decision coming in from Tribe, a huge pick. I love the play, starting to be playing as that Quirky. Yep. Very safe option. Going to be able to potentially get away from that Encore, making it extremely difficult for the charm to get used as well. You've got yourself a really high-octane backline. You've got yourself a lot of disengage coming in from Tigers in that explosive cast with the Gragas. I'm very happy with this draft coming in from Tribe, but also shout out to YAWN. Like, this is, I think, a very strong composition. If they're able to use it effectively, if they're able to get the consistent damage and land those ultimates in those crucial team fights, it could be a big game for them and a huge win if they're able to get it. But Tribe, they could be potentially extremely safe with old school playing as that Varus. You've got, starting playing as that Corki. They could be very much backline, allow for Tigers to be able to use that explosive cast to be able to get for that disengage, separate YAWN's team fight potential, and make it impossible for them to land those ultimates. I'm interested to see if it's going to be able to play out that way, though, as we get ourselves ready to jump into the game.
Yeah, same. Like, again, Team YAWN does have a huge team fight presence, and Tribe, don't get this wrong, Tribe has the same thing, and their initiation is actually on par, if not even better a lot of times, because when you have Camille's ultimate, the Hextech ultimatum to lock someone down, you can follow that up with quite a bit of quality control. Follow up with Gragas, Chen CC, follow up with, the obviously old school ultimate from the Varus. So you have a lot of Chen CC coming from Team Tribe as well. It's all depends on, but Tribe does have a lot more poking potential, a lot more back and forth, and Tribe does that the best in the entire tournament. When you talk about the poking composition, old school cannot be more proficient when we talk about poking, because he is probably one of the best Israel player in North America. And if you're talking about Corki, starting was on the leaderboard for North America #1 Corki for quite a long time. And then, so when you look at the entire competition for Tribe, they got Camille, which is T-Tiger's signature champion as well. So everybody's playing their comfort picks, playing their best pick. They're treating this game seriously, and they're looking to bring us an awesome game right now.
Exactly. I'm super pumped to see how this game is going to play out. It looks like we are about ready to begin round number 2. Tribe facing off against YAWN. An opportunity potentially for Tribe to close this game out, go for a 2-0 victory here in this final game or final match of the regular season. Will they be able to make that happen, or will Tribe not be able to get themselves this win? And will we see the potential damage coming through? Interesting decision, though. It does look like we're going to get 9 playing as that Rakan in the mid lane rather than the Seraphine. It means that we're going to get a support Seraphine coming in from Stovey. I'm curious to see how this is going to play out for 9 in the mid lane. It's going to be a little weird. I haven't seen it before. Let's see how it plays out against the Corki.
This is so he's going to be poked so bad. You've already seen it in mid lane. I mean, I don't know what YAWN's doing at this point. I mean, like, okay, I got some feedback from the players, because while Rift infrastructure is not full, it's not at the place that we actually want it to be right now. You got quite a bit of server issues, and there's no central server, which means the tournament wins hosted. It's either west server or east server, so you got a lot of ping differences. And then when I'm talking to Team YAWN, like, why are you guys picking causes? Why are you doing this and that? The feedback I got from the player last match was like, they were like, oh, we're already lagging so much, so why we're trying so bad? Oh, looking at the bottom side.
Looks like there's a little bit of damage coming in from Starting and Tigers.
Joey
looking to get the kill onto Stovey. Now Jovi's caught out and will end up dying. It will be first blood coming in for Tigers on that Camille in the jungle. We're not getting a Dragus jungle. It is a Camille jungle coming in from Tigers with a little bit of damage coming in on Old School onto the Varus. Now extremely low. Stovey able to get alive, but I mean, regardless of, you know, lag or MS issues, at the end of the day, like, you should know that that could potentially be a case.
Yeah.
Tribe has been working really good with that map awareness, with starting being able to get down there, with Max Green being able to use that tornado to get that knockup. Joey was way too far ahead, and now it's going to be able to put Tribe in a little bit of an early game advantage, up by 1,000 gold. We'll see if they're able to continue to keep it up, though, as we do get a little bit of damage on it, too, starting. 9 now caught out, potentially. Will be able to survive.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. We have Racom mid going against Corky. You're going to get poked out of the lane. And Camille bottom side.
Oh, a little bit of damage. Hextech Ultimatum is there. Stovey getting caught out again. Another good kill coming in from Tigers on that Camille. Going to be able to use that Hextech Ultimatum effectively, assassinating the roaming Seraphine, looking to be able to get some warding down. Unfortunately, not even going to be able to drop a ward. Ends up dying, giving the red team, giving Tribe a big lead now, up by almost 3,000 gold, moving into the 3-minute mark. The Dragon going to be spawning very soon, man. Right now, I mean, Max Green already level 5. We've got, you know, we got Tigers already level 5 with that Hextech Ultimatum. Old School with that Chain of Corruption. We still have level 4, barely level 5 for Joey on that Xayah. Stovey still does not have Encore ready. If they want to be able to contest this team fight, use that team fight composition that they've got in the bottom lane. They need to be able to use it effectively to be able to get that first Dragon. They need to get level 5 now in order to make that happen.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at everybody's level, you correctly point out everyone's level 5 at this point, and I just want to point out Camille is going to have ultimate before Dragon comes up, because she used the right when she turned level 5 on the Stovey, on the Seraphine, so shouldn't have the cooldown come off like right before the Dragon spawns. So the next team fight is, once again, Team Tribe is ready, and everybody has already gotten their items. We can take a look. You know, everybody's sitting at like really good items. You have Varus already Manamune, so it's not even upgraded yet, but they got a tier 1 item, and I'm just waiting for Corky to go back home, get a package, and they start a Dragon, to be honest.
Exactly, and I think that is what they're waiting for. Tribe going to be able to see the opportunity there, but instead of waiting, it's going to be YAWN making the decision to go for the Dragon now. Old School is ready, going to go for the Chain of Corruption, and will be able to get a lot of damage onto Joey's Dragon. Uses ultimates go invulnerable. Blue team will be able to take the Dragon down. The Cyclone is there. Max Green with an amazing use of that Monsoon will be able to survive. It will be the engage coming through. Starting is now coming through. It's a double kill for Old School as we get another kill coming in for Starting. Able to get the kill onto 9 in that recon. The top lane going back and forth. Amazing versus Truck. Nothing crazy happening there damage-wise, but unfortunately there for YAWN, yes, they get the Dragon, but badly. They needed to be able to keep themselves alive. They're going to end up losing the first tower out of that play, getting Tribe into a 7,000 gold advantage.
And this is only 5 minutes. Like I said, if you're talking about disciplined team gameplay, and this game we see more and more Tribe and Goons, 2 teams, they play very similar to each other. Oh, mid lane, just a little bit of poke. But like this game we see more of Tribe playing as a team. They are very united also, but mid lane and jungle synergy is getting much better as we speak. Top side, a little bit more action on MTS. We might finally see a dive right here.
Looks like Old School and Max Green going in for the switch, and it will be a rampage coming in on the Tigers. Won't be able to survive that one. Old School gonna be able to try to go for a little bit of damage, but it will be Zenith being able to get the shutdown with that Wukong onto Tigers. That is at least a kill now for Zenith and the rest of the blue team in YAWN. They're gonna be looking to potentially go for the second kill momentarily, but no, not gonna be able to get it just yet. It will end up being just that 1 kill, able to get something going for Zenith on that Wukong with the Rift Herald now spawned. We'll see what the blue team wants to be able to do with that, but it does look like we are getting the rotation, the lane switch coming in. MTS going to be going down as the Renekton into the bottom lane, but the switch was there first, coming in from Tribe. So great awareness there, recognizing that they wanted Max Green and Old School ready to go for this Rift Herald that is spawned now and ready for the red team to take. We'll see if they do decide to go for it sooner rather than later. They could also decide to go for the jungle camps as well. And that looks to be the case. Tiger's going to be there looking to be able to get themselves some damage onto that dragon, onto that buff. It will end up being Zenith being able to get the kill onto it, so nothing happening there. But while they were doing that, they do decide to go for the Rift Herald. It does deleash. So unfortunately, I think that play not working out the best for Tribe. They're still going to try to go for it, though, with MTS still showing bottom lane.
You know, this is because you pointed out that Tribe initiated the swap, the lane swap, and YAWN actually followed it. And that's my biggest problem, because when you're behind as a team, you cannot follow your enemy's footsteps. If you follow exactly what enemy does, you're gonna just fall further behind. They're already ahead doing the same thing that you're doing, and if you constantly try to trade with them exactly the same way, you're gonna fall further behind. Instead of doing that, imagine sending 2 people mid lane to take the mid tier 1 tower, or keep the two people bottom, keep your duo lane on the bottom side, on the dragon side, to take a bottom tier 1 tower. This might give yourself more gold and potentially come back. But then if you keep on trying to trade like this, or try to face off, because they swapped Joey to the top side to fight the Rift Herald, and they didn't get anything out of it. It was just a waste of time, and nobody get any gold out of it. If you look at the entire Tribe's map presence, they still have 3 tier 1 towers standing, and look at the other side, all the turrets are gone. So, again, I don't quite understand, I don't quite approve of the lane swap that Team YAWNs are doing. Great practice though. I just want to point out how much damage Old School's arrow is already doing on the entire map. That's why this champion, if you haven't played him, go ahead and try it, because this champion is gonna be one of the most OP champion in the game.
And that's what you do when you end up getting yourself 2 items, 2 very crucial high damage, high critical critical damage items coming in with that Moral Mana already online for Old School on that bar, as Ginsu's going to be available as well. As it looks like we are going to see a potential team fight going to come in. The charm going to land on a 9, but unfortunately Tiger's going to be able to get the Dragon Hextech Ultimatum, going to be able to get everyone out of position, and it's going to be several kills. Starting is going to get a kill. It's going to be a triple kill coming in from Old School. That Hextech Ultimatum clumping everyone together, starting going to melt them like butter, and now Tribe, with all 5 members of YAWN down, going to be able to use the Rift Herald to get not only 1 tower, but the inhibitor tower as well. They might even try to end the game. You're absolutely right. They're going to be able to get the headbutt out of the Rift Herald, and they get the damage onto the Nexus.
I mean, it looks like going Recon mid wasn't paying off.
No, not at all.
Yeah, no, it just, I mean, we correctly pointed out. I guess we're just prophets. I mean, I guess we're just too good at the video game. We foresee the Recon mid lane was not gonna work out, and sure enough, it just didn't work out. I mean, we're just too good at video games, I guess. Shoutouts to Old School dropping that piercing arrow and getting all 3 of the medium-sized Krugs in that fight, just adding more insult to injury for YAWN. They're trying to be able to get themselves back under control. They even take the wolves away from Zenith. They leave the little baby cubs available for him to take, but they take the mama cub away. They take the grump. They take the blue buff, and now they're looking to be able to go for Baron at 10 minutes and 10 seconds into the game. Like, already for 16,000, almost 17,000 gold in the lead. They're gonna be wearing purple. They now get themselves into that 17,000 gold advantage. They're gonna just be able to steamroll past whatever YAWN tries to throw at them, with already that middle inhibitor tower down. I mean, this game is looking like it is already over. Shredding that tower in the top lane, looking for the second inhibitor of the game to go down less than 11 minutes into the contest. And I mean, this is just so rough to watch. If we are a YAWN fan, they're able to get themselves into a big, we're going to see the rest of Tribe getting a big lead. What a charm! Going to be able to get the knockup to come through, and it's going to be the explosive cast going to come in. It's going to be starting getting a double kill, however. Going to go into a rampage. It's going to be Old School dominating. Tiger's going to get hit by the Nexus Fountain, and unfortunately, well, there was an amazing charm coming in by Stovey, or by 9, with that charm coming in from the Rakan. The follow-up damage was not there. The wallet just too big for Tribe. Almost 20,000 gold in the lead. They're going to be able to take themselves a clean, crisp, easy 2-0 victory against YAWN. Congratulations to Tribe. An amazing performance. Wow. I mean, again, congratulations to Try for sure, but Yawn's really yawning today. And I think what you said perfectly in that game. The only thing I think I can point out is purple is in fashion right now because it's Pride Month. So happy Pride Month, everybody. So like that game was just one-sided slaughter from entire tribe. They're definitely showing us how it's done properly. You know, how if you want to snowball, how to snowball and end the game in just under 11 minutes, sure. But at the same time, like, I guess Yawn's had their fun for the game today, but really they should take the match and really watch what's going on and get ready for the next match, because playoff, remember, if you progress one spot, it does almost double, if not already double, your prize money.
Exactly. You said it correctly. I mean, you want to be able to win the semifinals matches so that you're able to get into grand finals, so that you're able to get the chance to be able to get to that $1,000 grand prize for the finals that are happening next Sunday, exclusively on Trovo. So you definitely guys are going to be wanting to check that out. Thank you, Dave, for showing the standings as we take a look at how the bracket shaped out between these last 2 weeks. Goon's going to be able to be the first prize, easily 8 points, with Try being able to get those 2 wins, going to be able to get themselves a second place finish. Yawn in a third with 5. Mayhem going to round out the playoff seeds with 4 points. Shout out to K&D, going to be able to get themselves 1 point at least, going to be able to get themselves the 5th place. And then J4F, unfortunately, not going to be able to get themselves a win, going to round out the bracket. But I believe that, you know, at the end of the day, Mayhem and Yawn, they have got their work cut out for them. Goons is going to be facing off against Mayhem in round 1. It's going to be Tribe facing off against Yawn. So we're going to get a rematch of what we saw in today's games. And it was dominant for Goons and for Tribe in those contests. Like, there really wasn't much of an advantage at all for Yawn or for Mayhem throughout those games. If they want to be able to advance into the grand finals, if they want to have a chance to be able to get that top seeded prize, they've got to be able to perform a lot better than what they did today. They've got to be able to pull out all the stops, game 1, game 2, even game 3 if it goes to that one, so that they have that chance.
And guys, mark it on your calendar, because next week's the playoff is going to be best out of 5 all around. And remember, the entire tournament's all-around fan pick format. It means like the champion that you use in the one best of the 5 series, you're only allowed to use that once. You're not allowed to repeat that champion. So best of the 5, we're gonna see this fan pick format in full force, right? We're gonna have, by the way, we're gonna have Irelia added, and we're gonna have I think Irelia and 2 more champions added into the ban pick, so it's going to be very, very exciting for the ban pick format, and you're going to see a lot more. If you just get to the game 3, automatically we're going to have 10 champions banned. But if we get to game 4 and game 5, we're going to have 15 or 20 champions banned for each side. That's why in this specific ban pick, we'll have only 1 ban per game, and because we already have so many champions banned for each side, due to the ban pick format. So mark it on your calendar next week and join us on Trovo.live. Big shout out for all the contestants, and J4F for getting that $100 and getting that 6th place, even though they're 6, you know, and they're supposed to get like probably less, but K&D was it because they forfeited so many matches. J4F got a free $100, so big congrats to them for, you know, winning that prize money and for helping her. For Tribe, next week is the week to watch the tournament, and it's going to be exclusively on Trovo. This is your time to go ahead and follow Mr. Moose on Twitter. Follow Mobile Mayhem on Twitter as well, so you can follow all the future tournaments that they will get themselves involved in for the League of Legends Wild Rift community. With that, that will conclude it for us tonight. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn the bell on to all notification bells. Have a great weekend. Have a great productive week. We'll see you guys next Saturday for the North America Mobile Mayhem Season 1 playoff. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your evening. Bye now.